Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. This week, Y&R introduced a light-hearted, furry storyline that feels like the warm hug we didn't know we needed. It's not about another secret twin or corporate sabotage. It's about loyalty, redemption, healing, and most adorably, dogs. Welcome to Genoa City's newest obsession, Paws for Hope, a community-driven canine initiative that's about to turn lives and hearts upside down. It all began quietly, a sweet stray dog wandering into Chancellor Park, muddy and alone, during a tense conversation between Billy Abbott and Lawson. Billy, always eager to make light of dark situations, jokingly named the dog Buttons after noticing its soft brown eyes and floppy ears. But it wasn't just a moment of comic relief. That little mutt unknowingly kicked off a chain reaction across Genoa City. Billy took Buttons in temporarily, intending to find the owner or surrender the dog to a shelter. But as the story unfolded, it became clear, Buttons wasn't going anywhere. Not only was the dog incredibly well-behaved and trained, but Buttons seemed to have a sense for tension, always appearing just as tempers flared, nudging characters into calmness with a paw or a playful bark. At Crimson Lights, Sharon couldn't ignore how animals impacted mental health. As a trained therapist and someone who has weathered many emotional storms herself, she began to envision something bigger. With Buttons lying at her feet, Sharon had a brilliant idea: why not partner with the city and create a dog fostering and therapy program for veterans, children in trauma, and people dealing with grief? Enter Paws for Hope, the first official mental wellness and pet fostering initiative in Genoa City. As this story element blossomed, it gave Y&R a unique opportunity to highlight mental health in a refreshing, non-preachy way. And it brought unlikely allies together in a surprising act of compassion. One of the most powerful moments came when Victoria Newman, known for her corporate ruthlessness and reserved demeanor, reluctantly agreed to sponsor Sharon's Paws for Hope pilot program through Newman Media. Viewers watched her icy persona melt when Buttons jumped into her lap during a press conference, interrupting her stiff speech with tail wags and sloppy kisses. The internet in the Y&R universe went wild. Victoria became an overnight meme sensation. For once, she wasn't trending because of a scandal, but because of genuine laughter. For longtime fans, it was a touching callback to Victoria's often overlooked maternal and caring side. The woman who spent years fighting boardroom battles was now talking about cuddle corners and puppy pen zones. Perhaps the most unexpected character transformation came from Diane Jenkins. Recently reformed, or so she claims, Diane's public redemption arc has felt shaky at best. But when Jack gifted her a senior rescue dog named Mona, something changed. This wasn't just a sweet subplot. It gave Y&R a new angle: the healing power of unconditional love. Viewers watched Diane, usually so polished and prickly, bonding with a graying golden retriever, crying as she confessed to Mona the guilt she still harbors for abandoning Kyle. For the first time, the audience saw vulnerability without manipulation. Mona listened, tail gently wagging, becoming Diane's confidant in a way no human could match. Over at Society, Abby had her hands full, literally, when Dominic begged for his own puppy after a school field trip to the newly opened Paws for Hope adoption fair. At first hesitant, Abby feared it was too much responsibility. But Chance encouraged her, reminding her how important it is for kids to learn compassion early. Cue the adoption of Waffles, a hyperactive Labrador who immediately chewed up one of Abby's designer heels. The scenes of Dom running around Chancellor Mansion with Waffles in tow gave the show a wholesome, family-oriented breath of fresh air. They offered a visual reminder that The Young and the Restless isn't just about power plays, it's about growing up, letting go, and laughing at life's chewed-up surprises. Even the grumpiest man in town couldn't resist the charm of Tucker McCall, who has spent the past months scheming and sulking, got the surprise of a lifetime when Ashley tricked him into fostering a dog named Bear, a massive, slobbery Newfoundland with a lazy eye and the sweetest disposition. At first, Tucker was mortified. But Bear slowly cracked his armor. Whether it was sitting loyally beside Tucker as he brooded over failed plans, or winning over Ashley during a romantic dinner turned puppy chaos, Bear began to work magic. Fans have already nicknamed them TNB. And yes, there's a Twitter campaign to make Bear a permanent cast member. Of course, no Y&R storyline is complete without some corporate tension. Devon initially supported the idea of a wellness foundation involving animals. But when Nate jumped in and offered to collaborate with Sharon, tensions flared. Devon believed Nate was using the project to get back into the public's good graces, and his family's. While the dogs brought healing to most, they unearthed lingering resentment between the cousins. But in an ironic twist, the dog Devon helped name, Jazz, a soulful mutt with mismatched eyes, ended up playing peacemaker. Nate and Devon eventually shared a surprisingly emotional moment, petting Jazz side by side, letting some silence do the talking. Could this mark the beginning of a true truce? Only time will tell. In a beautiful twist, Faith Newman returned from college for the summer and immediately connected with the Paws for Hope mission. Faith, who once survived trauma with the support of her family and Ray's legacy, decided to become a part-time animal therapist in training. Watching her bond with rescue dogs, especially one she named it Sage, a tribute to her past, brought tears to viewers' eyes. It felt like a full-circle moment for a young woman who has faced so much, and found healing through helping others. Rumor has it Y&R is planning a special National Dog Day episode, complete with adoptable shelter dogs featured live, celebrity cameos, possibly involving Hallmark crossover stars, and even a real fundraiser for rescue organizations. If that happens, it'll be a soap first. Imagine Genoa City's elite throwing a black tie gala with dogs strutting down the red carpet. Picture Phyllis giving style advice to poodles. Envision Nikki Newman getting pulled across the lobby by a Great Dane. It's chaotic. It's adorable. It's exactly what we didn't know the show needed. Amid all the wagging tails and muddy paw prints, one thing is clear: the young and the restless is embracing something bigger than plot twists. It's embracing joy. These dogs aren't just cute distractions, they're story vehicles. They bring truth to the surface. They make the bitter sweet. They show us that even in a town known for deception and drama, love can still be pure. For decades, Y&R has tackled everything from addiction to abuse, business takeovers to love triangles. But this dog-centric arc proves that healing doesn't always need high stakes. Sometimes, it just needs a leash and a little patience. As fans watch Genoa City transform with dog bowls in boardrooms, chew toys in kitchens, and tail wags during tearful confessions, one thing is clear: the show has struck gold. Diane going to the dogs, the young and the restless has found its most loyal story yet.